Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Let's Play Masterspace. Masterspace is an amazing game. It's like Landmarks, Minecraft, Space Engineers, and Snar made all in one game, and even a bit more. Now, of course, it doesn't have exactly everything from these games, but it has some similarities which make it an amazing game. And I like to point out some of those similarities just so you guys get an idea of sort of what kind of game we're going to be playing here. Masterspace just recently released on Steam. I believe you can get it for $13.99 on Steam right now. Really cheap price, actually, really cheap for what it does and how much fun we've had with it. It's a really good deal. The game is, I don't know if it's officially considered a beta or an alpha, but it is an early access game, and it is in production, and I would say quite heavy production, so you're going to see a lot of changes and updates, and you're going to notice some bugs, and I'll point them out here and there just to let you guys know, just so, maybe tell you some workarounds, things like that. One of the first things I'm going to say before we begin, and I should suggest to you guys, is go to options. This options is your profile where you can change your name, which is great. You can set your team. And so if you want to play with a friend and you want to use like turrets against each other and things like that, the turrets are automatic. You're going to want to change it to 2, so you're 1, he's 2. It seems like if you set yourself higher than 1 and you're the host and run a new game, it seems to sometimes crash. I get a test and confirm that bug later on, but I just want to let you know that that might happen, so keep that 1 if you're the host and get your friends to change it. Also, in key bindings, you're going to want to go to cell. Cell is the G key by default, but you're going to accidentally hit that. If you're like me and have used G here and there for other games, you might want to change it to something that's not so obvious. That way you don't accidentally sell things. There is no confirmation dialog at this point, so you are going to accidentally sell things over time. The music is great. I have it disabled by default only because I want you guys to hear me a bit more. So yeah, you're going to enjoy it a lot. And you can change the sound sliders. If you're using the Steam beta, if you right-click properties on the game and go to the beta tab, you can drop down and sign up for the beta. And basically it has some new features, including the sound sliders. So you might want to bring down your master a bit, but some of the in-game sounds are quite loud. And of course, our music volume doesn't matter at this point. So let's get started anyways. So we are going to be playing multiplayer-ish. We're going to start out sort of single player. And actually, Fugner's going to join in the first episode, but he's kind of busy. When you create a new game, you have scenarios. So you have a lot of choices here. Some of these scenarios are actually like, there's a PvP one here. And then there's things like Armageddon, Siege. The Armageddon, for example, has asteroids coming down. The Siege one is basically you have like a time and you have to set up the turrets, and the robots or the mobs come and you have to take them out. Fun things like that. There's really cool scenarios just to make the game a little more fun. I personally prefer and would suggest most people play the spherical planet system. The planar planet systems are like more of a flat planet. Right now, they offer more features. Mainly, the biggest feature is I think they have plants and they have water, liquid. The spherical planets do not support liquid at this time, and that's pretty much the downside playing with them right now. And down the road, hopefully that will be something that will be supported, of course, but for now, not a big deal. And they're awesome looking planets. So we're going to click Planetary System, and we're going to generate. And this could take, a couple minutes depending on your computer. This is even there. This may take several minutes. I'm running a pretty beefy computer, so it shouldn't be too bad. But when it comes to generation, most computers are not going to be too far from each other unless you're using some kind of Atom computer. But I assume during the generation period, it's actually using your CPU. And this is why I'm saying most people won't be too far, from each other, because most computers, CPU-wise, aren't like crazy apart like GPUs. Now, if you've ever looked at other people's GPUs, their GPUs we're not talking about, 2 or 3 times difference, but like 10, 20, 30 times difference. So that's why I only bring that up. So when you're in the game, there's a game lobby. Now, at first, we thought we had to wait for somebody to join before you could start the game, but we found out that they can join anytime they want while you're in the game. Another bug to let you guys know is if you're playing with multiple friends, have them join one at a time and make sure they get in the game before the next friend gets on. If they try to both connect at the same time, it seems to cause them a crash. So I just want to let you know. When you first start, you're on the planet, and you can see the sun rising over there. Those are other planets that you can visit. Right now, the spherical mode, I should say, only supports 4 planets in total. I'm on one of the planets, and there's 3 more in the sky. You won't see the other one. It's probably going to be like over here somewhere under the sun. But yeah, the sun moves. Well, we're actually moving around the sun, I assume. But it looks pretty cool, and holy crap! Look at that. So when you fight mobs, I'm just going to let you know right away, you're going to want to walk backwards, use your pick, and hold down. And you see at the bottom left, it'll show you a little animation just showing you your progress on that. So I'm going to unmute TeamSpeak and say, hello, Fugner. I'm just letting you know you can come in anytime.
Oh.
But, oh, I guess I won't hit my bind every time I talk. But yeah, Fugner... Yeah, actually, I'll use my bind now. Yeah, Fugner is going to play, but he's doing a lot of homework, so he'll probably be AFKing and half playing, but that's no problem. Are you going to go away from spawn, Fugner?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to do that same again, too. Yeah, I think the spawn... Yeah, this looks identical, I think, in a way. I'm going to look. Oh yeah, this is the same spawn again, basically. So it looks like the planets are kind of similar every time you spawn again. Okay, so yeah, we're going to go over here. So there's going to be 3 of us at least playing this. It's going to be Fugner, Benner, and I all playing. I'm going to go over here where I was when we were testing this out and playing around, which is the dark side of the planet right now till the sun raises and rises. As you can tell, this is a spherical planet. This is completely rounded. It's pitch black right now, and we have a solution for that. It's going to be these lovely torches here in a second. And I think this is roughly where I want to be. I just want to make sure this is where I want to be. I could go further, to be honest. Just a little further. I just don't want to be right beside everyone, right? And if we go over here... Oh, there we go. A lot of sand here. Holy crap. There you go. There you go. I think I'll be here. This looks good. Okay, I found where I think I'm going to be. I'm going to put some torches down, or flares, so at least you'll be able to see it. There you go. So when you start the game, you get 5 flares, which is great if you're wanting to leave the spawn area. The spawn area, no matter what, when you start out, is going to be daylight. And actually, I think if you were to save and reload the game right now, actually, I think the time would actually get reset back to daylight there. But lighting in this game is not an issue. Maybe when you first start out, if you're playing hardcore, you don't start with the flares, but when you're playing normal or casual, we're playing normal here, daylight is not an issue because you start with the flares. And you can see those flares do quite a bit. And I'm actually going to make something else that's going to make this place even brighter next day and night cycle, which you guys are going to love quite a bit. So now that we're here, we're going to, of course, want to start mining, etc. With mining, I find the best way to start is looking for some iron and get a bit of iron and, stone from the same pile. So I see gold there. Actually, gold is quite important to what I'm planning to do, but I'm going to hand do the gold. I see a nice vein of iron here, so I'm going to actually hand mine here. And please remember, guys, this is going to change quite a bit over time. He's going to probably redo some of the recipes. He's going to probably change some of the recipes. He might add new items in the game, new progression starting. So, for example, maybe you won't even start with this certain pickaxe. You know, it looks like a bit of a laser. It works fine, but it does seem like you're fighting with a laser, which I like. I wouldn't like to see like a. I don't think I would want to see like an actual animation pick, but then again, you know, I like it this way. That's just my opinion. So what we're gonna use is you start with 5 TNT, and there you go. Yepper. So when I start, oh, I love the animation of everything blowing up. As far as I can tell, anyways, when you see the stuff flying like crazy, oh, that's real. The ones that will go even further up, I don't think are real, but they could have been. We should almost see if we can try to track it. Yeah, like those are fake. Yeah, those are the fake ones. Okay. There we go. Oh boy, we got lots of iron here. So yeah, you start with 5 TNT, and I find TNT one of the best methods of mining. Don't get too close. You can actually get pretty close to it without getting killed, but I don't want you guys to get, you know, completely owned by it. And let's go right here. See how close I am? I didn't even take any damage. So the TNT range is pretty short. So there you go. Now I'm going to hand mine up to 1,000 stone. We're going to need it, so let's just hand mine the rest of this. I mean, this is my preferred starting. I mean, everyone will have their own. Oh, there's gold there. Yeah, everyone will have their own advice. I'm no professional. I've only tested this game a few times in single player. But myself, this is how I like to start now. And this is why I'm telling you guys that it might change over time because of maybe it's considered too easy, etc., etc. You never know. Okay, so this is going to be, you know, our base here. One of the first things I like to do is I like to start placing material down on the ground. Now, all the material has something called culture points to them. Now, a lot of the material is mislabeled right now. For example, if we look at stone, it says it gives you 10 culture. No, it doesn't actually give you 10 culture. It says it does, but it honestly does not give you 10 culture because so does steel. And if you place stone versus steel on the ground, you'll get way more culture from the steel than you will from the stone. And this is a bit of a bug with the displaying of it anyways. Something I actually need to report. But at least you guys understand that there is a bug. So when you first place something on the ground, all you do is you have a block, and it looks a little derpy at first, but this is normal. And you see how it's sort of going in there? I'm letting go there, but see how it shows up? Boom. And a new building is constructed. Now, this is a really unique part of this game. Is as far as I know, you can make a blueprint of stuff, and I've never actually done it, but I guess you go building, and I see it for ships, but I've never seen it for buildings. I'm not sure if there's like how to do it or if there's a special way or... Oh, actually, that's not. There you go. N. Save. Left click on the target building to save. So, left. There you go. Cool. There you go. So if we hit N, there you go. There's the building, which of course my building is one single block. So it will cost you a bit of gold, but at the same time, it will cost you the materials to build it. And this is how you can save a blueprint and actually build a house and then reuse it down the road. That is so cool, because I've never actually tried that out till now. So I'm just going to build this by 3 by 3. And then what we're going to do is hit F, and we can change, you know, the sizes of it, of course. And so we're going to go flat, like, there we go. And the bigger it is, the slower it takes. You can actually perk into it over time and make it go a little faster. And I'm going to explain perks here in a minute. There's a lot to learn about this game, but I'm going to try to show you most of the basics at the first episode here. So I just kind of screwed up there, so you can just go F and put these in here. And it's going to be off by 1, so I might as well just fill 2 more layers. There we go. And now, don't forget the planet's spherical, so it's going to... Oops, I screwed up there again. Oh, here's another little bug. Not a big deal, but okay, we have eight 829 stone, right? So this is, 3 by 3 is 9, right? And that's 6. So we should have 7, 8, 9. So we should have 823 when we're done. But no, it doesn't actually calculate that. So I'm just letting you know, there's these little bugs here and there. That's not a big deal to me, but I'm just telling you these tips. The reason I'm telling you these is not to criticize the game, of course. Maybe the developer's watching, it'll help him, have ideas to fix things. But it's actually for advice for you guys, so you can, try not to overlap things. Because maybe you think, hey, I'm not actually using all those materials when you're overlapping, but you are. And I don't want you guys to get screwed. Oh, you want to see something cute? A lot of animals, like pigs, cows, sheep, and pigs have the ability to right click them for things like bacon, and it grows over time. At this time, I don't think bacon actually has anything that it modifies. I could be wrong. I haven't seen anything that it does right now, but later on, it looks like it might be able to modify a few things. When we hover it said strength, density. Oh, okay, never mind. That's just like everything. Everything has that. Strength, destiny, culture. But maybe later on this will give you a buff, right? Maybe bacon will make you get like some kind of, stamina buff or strength buff to let you, be able to break or place blocks faster. Who knows what it could do? But yeah, there's things like bacon, wool, milk from the cows. There's a lot of things kind of like semi-implemented in for, I guess, future use. And the longer he sits, the longer his bacon usually grows, I think. We'll check you in a few. I'm pretty sure that's how it works, because I've at least seen it with wool. So you see at the top left, you see my pickaxe. You see under there, it says 65, 67, 68, 70. That is culture points, and I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to make this big platform. I like to just build on platforms. Forgive me, I played lots of Minecraft. I like flat grounds. I blame Minecraft for doing this to me. I'm going to get that to 100. I'm going to show you what happens. There's a perk system in here where basically it lets you unlock, let's just say, research and upgrades. Sort of like RTS game, like the older RTS games where, hey, you can, make unit defenses a little stronger, or maybe you can unlock a new research tier to be able to build new structures, and that's what just happened there. We hit 100, and now our next objective, you see the right side there, is achieve 230, so it kind of goes up and up and up quite high over time, which is great. So what we can do is hit P, and we can spend these points. So one of the things here is we can get artillery turret design, military training, biology, pack mule construction, cultured, deflector design, digging, electronics for first aid, generator, trade, swimming, standard turret, sniper turret, sensor design, running, repair. Oops, hopefully everything's there. Sometimes my window unfocuses. I don't know why. I don't know how. I don't actually have anything in the background that opens up. It just does it. Running, repair, plasma turret design, material science, logistics, laser turrets, and health. Now, if you were to pause all that, you could read all their descriptions. I'm not going to read them all to you right now. I'm just going to go through them when I use them, and then we'll learn about them. So one of the first things I like to unlock myself is I like to unlock trade. It takes 5 entire points, but this is no big deal because I already have another 5 points. The second thing I like to unlock is biology. Biology unlocks a photosynthesizer. This is great to make wood later on, or actually pretty soon, without having to cut down a bunch of trees. I find trees too painful and annoying to cut and deal with, and this is one of my most recommended upgrades when you start. After that point, I pretty much start dumping it into logistics. So we want stone cutter, then sawmill, but we've already run out of points. Not a big deal. We have enough to get the stone cutter, which is great because we can make some nice looking blocks in the near future. Now we can see up at the top there, I'm 451 stone. Placed quite a bit of stone down. So because of that, we're going to have to go mine more stone because I need 1,000. And we're going to hit the B key. I guess I should tell you which keys I'm hitting here. You can see on the left side there, it says B, N, and M. Basically, B is for building objects, N is building houses. So there's a simple house for an example, there's a tower for an example, and then M is for spaceships, and you can see the different spaceship designs. And of course, now we know that we can save these plans. I can actually save them, and like later on, if I start a new game, I can just go like that and respawn them, which is going to be kind of cool. I like that. So let's go ahead and get ourselves 1,000 stone, and then we can, I think it's 1,000 stone, yep, to build our first furnace. So let's do that now. Now, please note I have autosave on, so autosave hits every 10 minutes, and when it does hit, it's really derpy, and it makes me lag for a minute, and it looks really crazy, but that's fine. It doesn't really do too much damage, and to be honest, you definitely want to keep your autosave on. I think by default it might be even 5 minutes, but I set mine to 10 minutes. I feel comfortable even if we crash. The amount of times I've crashed is very slim. Actually, most of the crashing seems to happen with other players. I don't know if they're tabbing a lot, whatnot, but overall my crashing has been pretty limited. I could play for many hours without crashing once. So, there we go. 979, 800, there we go. Oh crap, I hate when this happens. So sometimes it does not fill up completely. There's not much you can do about that. What you can do is throw something out of your inventory. So the gold here, we can hit E, and there we go. You can pick that up. I'm going to show you a little bug later on with the E. Actually, I could probably show you now. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. Well, it seems to work well. Sometimes there's a bug and it will disappear out of your inventory, and then it'll show a 1 in your inventory, and it's actually not there. It's a bit of a ghosting bug, and yeah, when that actually happens, I'll tell you how you can solve it. Okay, so let's build our furnace here. So here's our first furnace. Oh, okay. So one of the problems playing a spherical world is it's hard to orient things on the ground. It's kind of derpy. You see that? That's just, what the hell's going on here? Well, that's why they have a vertical feature. I don't know exactly what it does or fixes, but it seems to stay vertical on whatever it's being placed on. So if you place it, like, it's always up and down in that sense. So it doesn't matter where you place it. It always has a nice, you know, stature to it. I'm just going to say that. So when we place this right here, you know, we can just get it there. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can overlap it. You can actually put it halfway into this hill, actually quite a bit in this hill. It doesn't really matter, and I like that. If you're building in a cave or whatever, it makes it feel a little better, but there you go. There we go. This is a furnace. So what we do with the furnace is we throw our iron in here, and then we go to options, and we turn down sound even more, because that's going to be pretty damn loud to you guys. So in the furnace, you can see here, steel. Steel may be extracted from iron ore, which is common resources from on most planets, blah, blah, blah. So you put 8 iron ore in, and you get 4 steel and 4 stone. So hey, that's kind of nice. Over time, I'm going to get more stone out of this. So, oh, the autosave's kicking in. 10 minutes is up. And that's great. So that's good news. I get more stone out of it. And then here's another one. There's some for gold, which we're going to do quite soon here. Gold is quite important for me anyways, because I like building dynamite. I find dynamite the... What the frig was that? Did you do anything recently, Fugner?
I logged out.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you logged out of the game? How long ago?
Just a second ago.
Wow. I guess that's from that. All of a sudden, you'll have to see it in the video when it's up. Like, there was just this massive flash in the sky. Like, I literally thought the world just blew up. Like, it was like... Yeah, it was the craziest thing I ever saw. I'm going to remember this. It was... So, 23 minutes and on when we publish it.
Huh.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know what it was. It was the coolest thing ever, though. Anyway, so here we go. We're going to get some gold here. Actually, we need more stone first. Yeah, the stone's a bit of a pain. You probably shouldn't have done what I did and grabbed a lot of iron. You probably should have saved more of that dynamite for stone so you don't have to hand mine it like I'm doing. But nah, no big deal. There we go. So yeah, this is a multiplayer server. Like I said, you probably won't see much. Fugner did log on and then log off. He probably built a small little, I don't know, little platform and said, "This is mine," and logged out, kind of thing. He's kind of busy this week and doing a lot of homework, so that's not a big deal. We might not even see him in any of these Let's Plays. Benner, on the other hand, he might be in the next few Let's Plays. Oh. That was another save. So either that happened because he joined or maybe left. I find there's more than one 10-minute save when somebody joins, I think. So yeah, we want to build another furnace. I like building multiple furnaces. I'll go crazy and build tons and tons and tons of furnaces. This is actually a pretty slow start. I'm usually a little better at this, but I'm only a little slow because I'm derping up, and I kind of want to explain things to you guys too, and I kind of get nervous sometimes, and you know me, I get all crazy. But what I like to do is get 3 or 4 furnaces normally set up, and then we can start melting down some things like gold, and that's what we're going to do here in a minute. I guess the nice thing, if you're not using TNT, at least you can soften down some of these hills and make them a little more natural looking, I guess, rather than massive craters everywhere. There you go. So we're going to go over here and hit E on that and eject it. And there we go. We're going to pick up some gold. Now, gold isn't severely common. It's probably the most... I would say it's the rarest material so far I've found. You find iron everywhere. Uranium you find usually tons everywhere as well. That, and so far I've never really needed that much uranium, but yeah, uranium overall I've been able to always get enough and find it. Gold I find sometimes you're hunting for it in that sense, where most of the other materials I don't really recall trying to hunt for it, and like I know where, like, for example, dirt is underground. You get lots of dirt underground. These are patches of dirt. You've probably seen other people's Let's Plays. Don't do what they do and go, oh, dirt. Oh, piece of dirt here. Oh, dirt here. Man, oh, here's dirt. There's dirt. There's a piece of dirt. There's a piece of dirt. Oh, man, this dirt takes so long and it's so rare. It's because dirt is not on the surface. There's little pockets here and there it makes it look nicer, but all the dirt's underground. And I'll probably show you that for the next episode. Don't be digging it. It's under here. It's under this layer. So there's grass, and then there's usually this low grass or whatever. It's like that yellow-looking grass under the grass, and then it starts becoming more dirt and sand pockets all underground, and you'll find tons of dirt and sand there. So don't be like some of those other guys who will be like going all crazy in a... Wait, didn't we just hit 1,000 stone? I feel like we hit 1,000 stone and then I didn't hit 1,000 stone. I'm lost. Well, there we go. Actually, did we draw? I don't know if I did something wrong. Whatever. Okay, so we're going to create another furnace here. And this furnace is going to be for now, my gold furnace. Eventually, it'll be probably more iron furnace. And we're going to produce gold. So gold is like a currency. You take the gold. It's a little weird and different, but hey, why not? You take the gold, and you take 8 pieces of gold, and you turn it into 40 gold coins. And the gold coins can be used at a trade station, which we'll build probably for the next episode. Oops. Which we unlocked. You remember we used it for the science there? The trade post, and it requires 400 gold, so that's not bad. So what I'll do is I'll get my 400 gold over time, and then we'll build the trade post. And then... we can actually build something with the steel. Actually, we can build something with the steel now since we got enough steel. We can build containers. So there's 3 containers in the game right now. A urn, which holds maybe 2 or 3. I think it has 3 slots. And then there's a crate, which should be considered tier 2. And the container is tier 3. They're kind of reversed, so just keep that in mind. The crate has, I don't know how many slots. And then the container has the most slots and is also the biggest object. So we go ahead and we'll just place it right here. And there you go. And this has inventory room. And it's a bit bugged right now. See how it slides like that? Hopefully that gets fixed in the future, but we can put our materials in here. And there you go. Actually, I'll keep the... And you'll go through a lot of crates. I'm like a pack rat, I guess, in a sense. So I tend to go through a lot of containers myself. And that's kind of how I do it. I just line them up and just fill them up. And later on, I might organize them a bit. But yeah, so for now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mine a bit more gold and maybe some more stone. And we're going to just work on that those gold coins. And then next episode, we will continue. So hope you guys enjoyed this so far. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys subscribe and feel free to leave a comment. And we'll see you next time.